5 weeks ago, Jason asked me if I could take over doing the intro duty. 4 weeks ago, I put out a sweeping declaration that we don't support things like pedophilia, bestiality, necrophilia, Scientology. 3 weeks ago, we watched the movie Mermaids, where a 15-year-old Winona Ryder is trying her best to hook up with the 28-year-old guy down the street. 2 weeks ago, what happens? The Shape of Water, where a woman just straight up bangs a fish man. And now last week, we've crossed yet another bridge as we watch a young woman sleep with a corpse. I really don't know what to do anymore. But I can't wait for next week's movie. The L. Ron Hubbard Scientology love movie. Welcome to You've Got Mails.
It's alive! It's alive! It's You've Got Mails, everybody. Welcome to You've Got Mails.
Whoa.
I'm Jason. I'm here with CJ.
Welcome to the Helena Bonham Carter origin story.
Yeah, man. This is, it's spooky season. Let's get fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I like it. I've always said, if I could have done a podcast about whatever I wanted to, it would have been horror movies. But the market was already taken by some of our good friends, especially. One of the best podcasts out there, Fright Pub. So we couldn't step on their toes. So instead...
we went to Nicolas Cage movies.
and then that was saturated. And then we settled on chick flicks. But we've decided to spook it up a little bit here and do Boove Got Mails.
Still not into it.
Well, it's too bad because you're going to get it all month. And on today's episode, we settled on 2024's Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Which is a movie that I had heard of but didn't know a lot about. But I'd heard some good things and it had some talk. And I decided to give it a whirl. And we're going to talk about what we thought. Had you know what this was before we...
I had heard of it. It kind of just looked like a teeny bopper movie about a girl that meets a cute dead guy. Which is, you know, probably going to be a theme of this entire month, to be honest.
That's possible. But yeah, this movie, written by Diablo Cody, who is probably most famous for Juno.
Oh, that's right.
And Jennifer's Body, another horror flick.
And directed by Zelda Williams.
The daughter of Robin Williams.
Yeah, named after the princess from The Legend of Zelda.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And this was her directorial debut.
She hit it out of the park.
Jesus, easy, buddy. We're not.
She did pretty good.
We're not to reviews yet. Well, yeah, I mean, for a first movie, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. This movie starts out, we get like some cool animation. At least I liked it. I don't know.
Yeah, 80s style, man.
This movie's
80s style.
Set in 1989, but I guess the animation I wouldn't consider 80s.
No, but just starting your movie off with an animation.
Yeah.
Everything back then.
This is true. And we get like a little backstory. You don't know it yet, but I thought it was pretty obvious that we're following a guy probably from like around the 1800s, I'm assuming. You kind of see his life. He's a musician. He falls in love. His love leaves him for a guitar player. I mean, these things do happen.
Yeah.
He plays the piano.
This one hits close.
I lost a lot of girls to guitar players.
Yeah.
And then
fucking Jack Johnson.
He gets struck by lightning and dies. And he gets buried in a cemetery with a tombstone that says unmarried, which I thought was pretty fucking shitty for that guy. Like, do they do that?
Just digging one back in.
Yeah, like he's already dead. Why do you got to put that on his tombstone? It's unnecessary. So that's kind of like our introduction to one of our main characters. We don't really know it yet, but you kind of know it. Cut to a scene. We get our opening credit, basically, of a girl in a cemetery. We get like this sweeping shot through the cemetery, and we come upon this big tombstone with like this big bronze bust of a head on top of it. And she's doing like a wax etching, like, wax paper, etching the tombstones. And you can see like the couple of the letters are in the word Frankenstein, and she's etching that. And then like Lisa Frankenstein comes across it. And you're like, oh, okay, that's the name of the movie. Sweet.
Clever.
And this must be her.
It was all coincidence. They ended up naming the movie after that.
Yeah, that wasn't even part of the movie. So we meet Lisa. So Lisa is kind of like... I'd say she's goth.
Yeah.
She's an 80s goth.
She's 80s goth.
Yeah, she doesn't really fit in with her family. You know, we get a scene. She has like a bubbly sister named Taffy.
I fucking love Taffy.
Taffy's awesome, actually.
She really is.
And she's actually kind of goes against character. Like when you first meet Taffy, you're like ditzy cheerleader, vapid, and like is going to be mean to her like weird stepsister. But she's actually really nice to her the entire movie and kind of gets a raw deal, Taffy. Like, she kind of gets...
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, she's so sweet. And this kind of goes, remember Bottoms? Where
Yeah,
they kind of play against character on a lot of the characters.
They do, yeah, they do. So, but we find out that there's like this big rager of a party happening that night. And Taffy is trying to get Lisa excited for the party. We find out that Lisa needs, according to her doctor, some socialization. She's a loner. She's kind of quiet. She sticks to herself, and she has a psychiatrist, I guess.
This is 80s doctors, man.
They just go to a party.
You're severely fucked up. You ever try partying about it?
You ever go to a rager?
At least it wasn't the 60s. Like, they'd have been like, you ever try lobotomies?
That's two lobotomy jokes in a row. I think we skipped a week.
Yeah.
But Taffy's trying to get her like dressed up. She's trying to crimp her hair and like burning the shit out of it. And Taffy offers for her to use her tanning bed, which she won in a Miss Hawaiian Tropic Beauty competition. This is probably the first she shed. Like, it was 1989. She's got a shed out in the backyard that just has a tanning bed in it and all of her like cheerleading trophies and like beauty pageant trophies.
I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, it's a she shed, 100%. And what happens? The tanning bed electrocutes the shit out of Lisa. This will play into the movie later, but we find out that this tanning bed that she won is not in the best condition. We cut to them in the car, and they're driving to the party.
I love her car.
I didn't even notice the car. Oh, it has like...
She's got turf on the dashboard.
Yeah, like little palm trees and
hula
stuff.
Girls, the wheel is just it looked like she skinned Grimace and covered the wheel with it.
I fucking hate those things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all right, so for some reason, my parents loved those steering wheel covers. So when I was growing up, whenever I had to drive one of their cars, it was like the most awkward thing to drive with a steering wheel cover. I don't know who invented them. It should be against the law. It also seems super unsafe because I feel like you're turning the thing and it's turning, but the wheel's not. Like, I hate those things. That's just a side tangent for me. I don't know. Well, they're on the way to this party, and Taffy is kind of asking Lisa if she's interested in anybody. You know, she's at a new school. We don't know why yet, but we're soon to find out. Asking her if she's interested in anybody, she tells her about this guy named Michael Trent. And he is like the head of the lit magazine at the school. So they publish poems. He's a cerebral kind of guy, she says. Because Taffy's like, does he have a basketball body or a football body? And he's just got just like Lisa. They have a lot of the same interests. They're a little darker.
He's got a library body.
Yeah, he has a library body. Which he doesn't, actually. This guy's a handsome man. Like, I don't...
Yeah, he's a little stacked. He's a little outside the league there.
Yeah, he's got a brooding young man body, but it's... Any girl would enjoy it, I feel like. He's got that skinny Pete Davidson thing going on.
With the Joey Lawrence hair.
Yeah.
Keeping in the 80s, 90s theme.
Yeah. But, she tells Taffy about this guy that she likes. And then she kind of asks why they're driving to the party, because it's like a 2-minute walk from their house. And she says, well, if we walked, we'd have to cut through the cemetery. And they start talking about how Taffy thinks the cemetery's haunted. There's this great line where she's like, well, the one girl from school sold her firstborn child to the devil, and that's why it has to wear a helmet.
We've talked about this before. Just the rampant rumors in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Man.
And then she's talking about how like there's other people from the school that do witchcraft there. Lisa tells her, like, I go there all the time, and I've never seen anyone there. It's abandoned. I go and I take care of some of the graves, and I do my etchings, and Taffy's like, that's just weird. Like, why?
It is. It is totally weird.
It's kind of weird, but it's also kind of nice, because I like what she says here. She's like, well, I don't think anybody should be forgotten. And there are, like, I don't know if you've ever seen any of these, like, TikTok videos, but there are people that will go and just clean up abandoned graves and, like, clean up the tombstones, like, make it look real nice. That is kind of a nice thing, like, in theory. You're doing a service, like you're letting somebody like.
Just remember, there's living people that could also use help.
Well,
like the graves.
All right,
you're not really helping anybody.
You make a fair point. Also, do you know what Wapatui is?
No.
Did you catch that?
No.
This is a word I'd never heard before. I had to look it up. But Taffy's talking about the party, and she's like, "Oh, they're gonna have beers, and I brought all this liquor, and there's gonna be Wapatui." And I was like, what the fuck is Wap? Is that like some weird like 80s
we
drug?
have like the local drink, the Boilo.
It's jungle juice.
Oh, okay.
It's just a word for jungle juice. I've never heard this in my life. It's just a big mixture of like hard alcohol that you like put in basically like a bathtub.
And then you fill it with something like sugary and get fucking high school kids hammered.
Yeah, it's just like jet fuel with like fucking Hawaiian punch in it.
What do they call it now? The Borg.
I don't even know.
Have you seen that?
No,
it's like
I'm so old. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
I don't know what the kids are doing. Last time I heard, they were butt chugging, so I don't know what's going on. That was probably like 5-6 years ago. So
yeah.
Yeah. We get to the party, and Lisa is cruising through, like looking for a drink, but not an alcohol. Lisa's not a partier, so she's opening a cooler and she's
Well, even
looking.
Taffy's drinking like a cherry Coke.
Is she?
Yeah, it's like cherry soda, the non-name brand, you know.
Okay. And as she's looking through a cooler, a guy comes up behind her and is like, "Oh, if you're looking for like the hard stuff, it's inside." And she turns around and it's Michael Trent, so she kind of splooshes a bit. There's a bit of a sploosh here.
Waving that hair around.
Michael Trent is the guy from the school she's interested in. And they talk, and they have a little bit of like a flirtatious back and forth. You know, she tells him that she's written some poems for the Lit Mag, and he says,
knows all about her.
Yeah, he loves them. He's published them, and he said, he says he published them because they're good. And it's kind of like she swoons a little bit over this. And then we meet Tamara, who is, I guess, Michael Trent's girlfriend. They don't really ever say. She's more or less just like the cock blocker, like
She's
the entire
the competition goth. It's weird.
Yeah, so she walks up and she's also clearly interested in Michael Trent and has nothing to do with Lisa. Like, she's in a bunch of her classes but pretends like she doesn't know her. Very rude to her, very dismissive.
If there's like one bad character in this whole movie,
It's Tamara.
yeah, fuck Tamara. Also, friendzone Doug. We'll get to friendzone
Well, we're getting
Doug.
to Doug real soon. As this is happening, we're also getting like intercut scenes of Taffy talking to like one of her friends, and I love this scene. And she's like, your sister seems a little weird, like your stepsister, what's going on with her? And she's like, well, I'm really obligated by law not to say anything, but I'll tell just you because I can trust you.
I love this.
And she starts telling this story, and we find out that Lisa's mother was murdered by an axe murderer.
In front of her.
In front of her.
And every time it cuts back to Taffy telling this story, there's more girls.
There's another girl. Every time there's another girl, to the point where she gets to the end of the story, like everybody in the school is going to know about it. I thought this was so clever. But she tells the story how, her and her mom were at home one night watching a movie, and an axe murderer broke into the house. The mom told Lisa to run. Mom gets murdered by an axe murderer, and by the time Lisa got back into the room, it was too late. Mom was dead, and the axe murderer was gone. And then we come to find out that Lisa's dad married Taffy's mom literally 6 months after the axe murder. And in my mind...
Hey, if anybody in this needs laid, it's Lisa's dad. You see the sexual energy just pouring off of this man.
In my mind, I was like, well, this is clearly going to play a part into this movie. Like, whoever murdered her mother...
Nope, not at all.
No, it never came up
See you
again.
later, axe murderer.
It drove me absolutely crazy because I kept going like... Did this person kill her mom? Did this? And I'm, no.
Didn't matter at all.
Nobody. Yeah, it doesn't. It never gets resolved. But after she tells the story, we get back to Tamara and Michael and Lisa. And Tamara has a drink, and she offers a sip to Lisa. And Michael kind of can tell that she's not a partier, so he tries to take the bullet for her. He's like, no, I'll take a sip. And Tamara says, well, why would I think she parties anyway? And Lisa takes this as a challenge and wants to look cool in front of Michael. Takes this solo cup from her and chugs it.
And I'm pretty sure it's just straight ether, the way that she trips off to this.
So we find out she starts to immediately freak out. And she's clearly been dosed with something. Like, this wasn't just alcohol. Michael smells the cup and he goes, Jesus Christ, you went from Pepsi to PCP, is what he says. So she's got some kind of hard drug in her. And she starts going on a very bad trip. So she is walking through the house where the party is.
Where do high school kids in the 80s get fucking PCP?
I don't know. It was the 80s, bud. Yeah. I mean, that stuff was just growing on
I feel
trees.
like I know some dirty individuals around here, and I still don't know where to get PCP.
I couldn't tell you. Buddy, I don't know where to get marijuana. Like, I'm such a square guy. Like, I couldn't tell you.
I can tell by the way you called it marijuana.
Yeah, the devil's lettuce. Like, I don't do any kind of drugs, and I could not tell you how to get anything.
Yeah, we can walk upstairs. No.
You have to cut that out. We're going to get raided. So she starts walking through the house and having like this bad trip. And they're doing all these things with the camera. And like everything's like kind of out of focus, wonky, distorted. And finally, like someone comes up to her and is like, oh, Lisa, it's me. It's Doug, your lab partner. This little nerdy McLovin looking guy.
Yeah.
But he seemed sweet.
Like friend zone Doug. Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh, Doug, he seems nice. I was like, maybe Doug is the guy she ends up at the end because like all these other guys end up being awful, and then Doug's the guy. Like, he struck me as that energy in one of these movies where he was going to be the guy that, in the end, turned out to be the best option for Lisa.
Yeah,
and she didn't see it was right in front of her face the entire time. What I'm thinking. He takes her and he's like, well, let's get you away from the party and let you like kind of relax and get you through this. So he takes her up into a room in the house. she throws up in a trash can. He gets her like a towel and helps her wipe her face down. And then we just are on like a close-up shot of Lisa, and there's a thunderstorm starting. And Doug goes, "Does that feel good?" And we pan down, and he just has like this cold, dead hand, just like cupping her boob,
Yes.
like not even moving his hand. And I'm like, first of all, Doug, if she was into this, no, it does not feel good because you're not doing anything. Like you've just got your hand,
So clammy.
just got a hand on a boob here. Like you're not moving it, you're not doing anything. Then he takes her hand and puts it on his crotch, and he says, "Well, you can't start something without finishing it." And I'm like, fuck, Doug.
Yeah,
like,
man.
That was the quickest turnaround, like, ever. Like, I was not ready for Doug to turn on a dime like that.
It's good setup, though. Having Doug be evil, it's great setup.
It was, yeah. Like, I wasn't
ready
going to be a
for it.
bigger, like, nicer character in this movie, and they immediately turned him into a huge villain.
Yeah.
From here, Lisa's like not having it, thankfully, and gets up and leaves. And the trip gets even worse. Like she is walking through the halls, and it like slowly transitions. If I can say anything for this movie, it looked good.
The lighting in this movie is surreal.
Yeah,
like you'd think every single light on the planet had like a pink or purple tone, but it works.
And it's the '80s, so it was that. It was like those kind of like vibrant, like
they're shoving it down your
pastel,
throat.
like
It's
neon.
the 80s.
Yeah. But this scene was really cool because she's like walking through the hallways of the house, and like it slowly transitions to like outside, but she never like walks out a door. Like she's going down a hallway, and then all of a sudden she's in the woods. Like the hallway turns into the outside. It's very cool how it's done. This has a lot to do probably with direction. So I mean, Zelda Williams, good on you.
Roll, man.
Yeah, good on you for your first movie. I don't want to ruin my rating, but it's, you know, the source material, like what's written, she only has so much to work with, but what she's doing with the camera and what she's doing with like some of the shots and stuff,
clever.
Was very, very well done. But she ends up in the cemetery at the grave of this tombstone with the big bust head, like this guy's bronze head, and she says to it, "I wish I was with you."
Yeah, this morbidly unmarried man.
Yeah, wish I was with you. And then she ends up back at the house, still tripping, still freaking out. Goes into the bathroom, punches a mirror, and then she falls asleep.
As you do.
This next scene, loved it too. This was like the black and white dream sequence that looked like it was hand drawn. The set design and like the design on this movie is actually really good.
Second week in a row, I know somebody from one of the movies we've watched.
Oh, really?
And I don't know like famous people. I've just happened to one of the songs that plays through this often is from a band called Galaxy 500.
Yeah, it's called Strange, correct? The song? Yeah.
And Dean and Britta, the leads from Galaxy 500, are friends with my brother.
Oh, okay.
He's worked with them for a long time.
So they a local band?
No, they're not, but they work with the Andy Warhol Museum a lot.
Ah, that makes sense.
And we've worked with them a few times, and I've got to meet these guys a few times. So it's like, it's a coincidence. Like, I think if we can get a movie with Henry Rollins, because I've had a chance encounter with Henry Rollins, then we've got everybody that I know.
I mean, like, spoiler alert, there is a movie on our list that you're fucking in.
That's true. I was hoping you'd forget that and we could surprise you.
And then my goal would be to connect you to Nicolas Cage. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm going to do my goddamnedest.
Oh boy, I bet we could do it.
All right, that's my goal. But then she has this really cool dream where it all looks like everything is like drawn with like a Sharpie, but it's live action. Like, I don't even know how to describe this, but she wakes up and it's a lot of the things that like we've already seen in the movie. So like she has this little doll in her bedroom, and the doll is like alive and talks to her. She has like a picture of her dead mother on her nightstand, but the picture is moving and the mom is like in there moving. It's a very trippy scene.
Oh yeah. Everything
looks like she gets up and she has like a nightgown on, but it's drawn. Like there's drawings on it. It looks like when you make like paper clothes for a doll. Like that's what everything looks like.
And this is best case scenario if she's been dosed with a shit ton of PCP.
This made me want to do PCP. I'm not like, this was like the coolest dream. I was like, is this what PCP is like? Because it doesn't seem that bad.
Like, you flip cop cars and eat people's faces.
Yeah, like you try to fight 8 cops. Like like she's having the coolest little dream, like a little black and white dream. She gets up, like moves to the edge of the bed, and sitting next to her is this man from the tombstone, but his head is still just like a bronze bust. It's not a real person. Yeah, it's very cool, but it's cool.
Yeah.
They turn to each other, look, and then like this figure comes out from under the bed that's wearing the mask of the person that killed her mother. So again, I'm like, this is a thing. Like this is a theme. Something's going to happen with this axe murder. Never does. And then she kind of snaps to, wakes up, dream's over. Taffy is coming up to get her because the stepmom is very upset and wants to see Lisa.
Carla Gugino?
Carla Gugino. I believe is how we say it.
She's in
Yeah.
a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, she was like in a lot of Robert Rodriguez stuff. She's in Sin City. She's in like the Spy Kids movies.
She was Silk Spectre.
Silk Spectre in the Watchmen, yes. But in this movie, she is just an awful woman, really. I feel like, I mean, maybe not awful.
Maybe
like
not
she
awful.
could be
She's
justified.
a little bit like Nurse Ratched.
I got real strong Nurse Ratched vibes because she is a nurse, and at one point she shows up in like the old timey nurse's outfit.
Yeah, she's wearing the evil nurse outfit,
Yeah,
like the candy striper nurse.
Yeah, it's the one that you think of when you think Nurse Ratched. But she is upset because the mirror is broken from the night before, and also Lisa has a history of breaking her stuff. She collects precious moments. Those fucking little.
It's the most 80s thing.
It
ever.
really is. But she's broken a few of those. So she's upset that the mirror was broken, and she's asking Lisa what was going on. And we meet Lisa's dad, Dale, who this guy, I've only ever seen him in one other thing, and he plays the exact same character.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
He's the dad from Stranger Things that is so aloof to whatever is happening. Like, the Upside Down is open in the backyard, and he's like looking in the paper like, huh, did you see this?
This just exists.
Yeah, he's
like,
just,
that's his whole role in life.
He's just coasting through life. He's always looking down. He's never involved with anything that's happening around him.
Yeah.
He's always just like involved in whatever he's doing, and it's usually just reading a fucking paper. Like, this guy, all he does is read the paper. You know, we meet Dale, and Janet, the mom, is kind of talking to him like, you need to do something about your daughter. Like, and he tells her that she's going to pick up some extra shifts where she works. She works at like a dry cleaners.
Yeah.
And she also owes Janet an apology. So she does. And Janet also kind of brings up the fact that she has this history of vandalism, and like they might send her away to like an asylum because she's crazy.
It's the 80s, man.
Yeah, because she's crazy.
I know I'm going to just keep harping on that, but things were just different.
But I did like, there was one great line. Actually, Carla Gugino is great in this movie. Like, she's awful, but she's like, every scene she's in, she kind of steals. She has a great line where she's talking about Lisa being like, her dad kind of like favoring her and like not holding her accountable for things. And she was like, nobody coddled me when my dad blew up in Da Nang.
This is up there with Bottoms 2. It's one of the most quotable movies I've ever seen. Like, at one point, Taffy asks her about, like, did you take drugs for the first time? And she goes, yeah, I'm the Sally Ride of drugs.
This is the next scene. She says this to Michael Trent. Yeah. So we cut to her working in the dry cleaner for this guy named Wayne. And Michael Trent comes in while she's like sewing something up. They do alterations and dry cleaning and things. He brings in a jacket that he spilled some stuff on and needs to get cleaned. And asks her how her night was. And she, kind of tells him about how she, it was no big deal. She tries to play it off like she does a bunch of drugs. And he goes, oh, so you're like an experienced psychonaut. And he's like, that's like an astronaut of the mind. And she goes, yeah, she goes, I'm the Sally Ride of drugs, which is funny. Yeah, very good line.
We get another shot at Tamara here.
Yeah.
Kind of just being shitty to her. Did you catch like it's like a half a second. She gives her the finger real quick.
Yeah, like when she says hi or she says hi and flips them off. We also find out that Lisa's boss is kind of a dick. Like he comes over and he's like sees that her and Michael are talking and he's like, oh, I didn't even know Lisa had friends. I can always get her to work Saturdays because I know she doesn't have any plans. It's probably because she's flat chested. And I was like, well, that's a fucking horrible thing for your boss to say about you. From there, Lisa goes home and like you can just see that Janet is very shitty to her and probably has never been nice to her. Like even though she says like she broke her stuff and thinks she's crazy, like they ordered dinner. Lisa is a vegetarian,
which they never referenced before this, but they just kind of
you kind of figure it out. You kind of figure it out because she tells her that like they got a pizza, but it has meat on it, but she can brush it off. She opens this pizza box, and it was the most delicious looking piece of pizza I've ever seen.
Piles of meat on this thing.
I don't think it was even crust under there. I think it was just a giant pile of meat. It's funny because Taffy's like, oh, I tried to get her to get a vegetarian one, but I guess she had a coupon. And she just taps the 2 liter. She's like, free Orange Crush, honey. Like she got a free 2 liter of Orange Crush by ordering the meat pizza.
I can't even think of anything funny to say about this movie because these scenes are so funny as they are. Like they're so fucking well done.
Yeah, they are. They do a good job with the jokes. Try not to give away my review yet, but yeah, they do a good job with the jokes. They do a good job with the jokes. They're all planning to go see like a movie as a family that night, and Lisa's just not feeling it.
Look who's talking.
Is that what they were going to see?
Yeah.
They want to go to this movie, and Lisa's just not feeling it, obviously, because her family, I mean, aside from Taffy, like, dad's fucking non-existent, and stepmom's horrible, so I wouldn't want to go to the movie either. So she decides she wants to stay home and watch a movie.
One of my favorites.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah, man. Above the Zombie right there.
She's watching Day of the Dead, and there's a great scene where, Bud is, like, groaning.
Yeah.
And she hears that, and then she hears, like, a groan from, like, outside the house. Like, it's really well done. And she kind of gets up and she's like, what the fuck? And goes over to the door, and this creature crashes through the window. It's just like this, clearly a humanoid form, but just coated in muck.
It's like the Swamp Thing or
Yeah,
something.
it reminded me very much of Swamp Thing, of just this muck, like grossness. So she is just like running through the house. There's a bit of a chase scene, and she ends up in her bedroom, goes out the window, and then tries to climb down off of the roof.
Stunt doubles the hell out of it.
All the while, like, she is just screaming bloody murder, and there's this old couple sitting across the way in lawn chairs, just like, it's just that weird girl next door.
What the fuck are
they never looked up. Like, if they would have just looked up, they would have seen she was being chased by something.
Yeah, and they're out like doing crossword puzzles
At night.
in the middle of the night
With no lights
just
on.
sitting in the lawn chairs out in the middle of the yard.
Yeah. But she climbs down off the roof, and when she falls, the monster has come outside, and like, she lands on it, and it catches her, and she gets up and runs inside again, and like tries to call the police. So she gets on the phone, and she hears like the groaning over the phone. And at this point, she's like, oh shit! Like, it's in the house and it's on the phone. So she walks into the next room, and now we see the monster isn't really. I mean, it is a monster, but what it originally looked like, all the muck and grime has come off of the face, and it's like this guy, like this normal looking like dude, not normal looking, but it's clearly a human form. Like, it's a guy.
Cole Sprouse.
Cole Sprouse. I don't know who that is. I know
He's a twin, which kind of makes him a little monstrous.
Zach
They're
and
freaky
Cody. Were they on
people. Yeah,
that?
Cole and Dylan Sprouse. They're
Was it The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? They were on
I
like
think
some.
it was it. But they've kind of made lives for themselves afterward.
I know he was in Riverdale. He was in like the Archie CW
Yes.
series. I know he's in a few things.
They're very funny guys, like social media wise, like true life kind of funny guys.
I actually heard. I was researching this a little bit, and I was listening to something, and I heard a story about him where he had a like some kind of social media account in college and was posting all this like crazy stuff, and like people were like liking it and following it. And then at the end of it, he was like, yeah, this was all just like an anthropology experiment. Like, I don't believe in any of this stuff that you guys were like all liking, and you're all like fucking horrible. I don't like any of you.
Yeah.
Like, he just like pulled like
I
a
mean,
total.
he's a weird guy.
Yeah.
Him and his brother played the little boy in that Adam Sandler movie, you know, with Scuba Steve and
Oh yeah, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Yeah, that's
okay.
them.
But she comes in and realizes that he's just like a man, and kind of figures out that he's the man. Like, he's the guy from the Tombstone. So she takes him up into her room. She says, why are you here, basically? And he tries to like make a move on her, essentially. And she's like, whoa. Like, when I said that I wanted to be with you, I meant that I wished I was dead, not like with the guy that was in the grave. She didn't want to be alive anymore that night. But she gets him up, and he starts to cry. I love this gag in the whole movie. Every time he cries, it makes her gag. Like, apparently,
Yes.
like, any of his bodily fluids just smell like just putrid, rotting flesh. So he cries, and she's just gagging, and just an awful.
Drags him into the bathroom for a little cleanup time.
Yeah. Also, I thought it was weird, like, how not decomposed this guy was. You had to really suspend disbelief on this one, because he was honestly in pretty good shape for being dead for hundreds of years.
And the unmarried
buried.
guys really fall apart in the grave.
He is missing an ear and a hand, we come to find out.
More than that.
Oh, that's true. He is missing more than that. But we get one of my favorite things. You know, I love these. The fucking changing of the outfit montages.
You know what ruined this for me?
What?
You know that old movie with the rocket ship hitting the moon face?
Yeah.
That's the poster that's in the front of her closet.
Yeah, and it also it's like
That
a
thing
part.
creeps me out.
Oh, and it's a part of her dream sequence too.
Yeah, it creeps me out. I don't like it.
It's also a
man.
part of a thing later.
Like, I feel uneasy every time I see that face.
That I believe, I can't think of the name of that movie, but that's considered to be the first movie ever.
It's the first use of special effects.
Oh, really?
Which it's like one of the first 5 or 10 movies ever. Yeah.
Okay. But they do like a cool, I mean, unless you're CJ and get creeped out by old-timey moons.
Yeah.
It was a really fun like montage. Like, he's trying on like her outfits. She's bringing her dad's clothes. So he's wearing like big feathery like nightgowns, and then like suits and jackets and all this horse shit. But yeah, I love a good montage. Finally, they settle on him looking like basically like a goth emo guy. Like, he's got like a band shirt and like a tweed jacket and some pants, like whatever. He's in normal clothes now. And she's trying to, she's combing his hair. She actually takes him into the bathroom and lets him get a shower.
When she grabs a douche bottle.
Yeah.
He's like waving a douche bottle. And she's like, no, that's a douchebag.
Yeah.
And I realized that I've called a million people douchebags.
But didn't know that a douchebag was a thing?
No, I knew there was a thing. I had no idea what it looked like.
Oh, okay.
And like now I've looked back at different times in my life where I've seen those.
I just didn't know
no
what it
idea
was.
what it was. And I was like, I shouldn't have stolen that.
That's fun. They do the montage. She's also like combing his hair, cleaning up, and she sees the ear, and he kind of like shows her the stump hand and the ear, and she's like, I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. Like, I can fix the hair. We can get you some clothes. Like, there's not a whole lot I can do about that.
She says, you're a dead man, not a Chrysler LeBaron.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. You just
I can't just go find spare parts for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then parents come home, and obviously, like, there was like a big to do. Like, someone broke through the window and all this stuff.
Oh, the place is trash. There's precious moments all over the place. This is why I was glad people switched to Beanie Babies. Like, not long after this.
Not breakable.
Yeah.
But Lisa comes down, and the stepmom, Janet, is freaking out. And again, like, threatening to send her to the loony bin. She tries to play it off as a home invasion that she fought the guy off, but nobody's buying it. So, you know, another night where she gets kind of yelled at by the mom. Next day, dead guy dresses her, basically. Like, he stays in the closet. Like, when she's not there, she, like, stuffs him in the closet, and he's pretty much content there.
Yeah, he's kind of like, if you're going to go goth, there's better ways of doing it, lady.
Yeah, so he starts throwing her all of these clothes that she doesn't want to wear, but she wears them anyway. And then she looks really good. Like, she goes into school, and everybody's like, wow, Lisa looks good. Like, what's going on here?
She's got a whole different vibe. Like, she's slowly changing her entire thing.
We kind of get some intercut scenes here from the school back to the house. And stepmom is cleaning, and she's got like her earbuds. Well, not earbuds. It was the 80s. She's got like a Walkman on, and she's listening to like a self-help tape. And the creature is in the house. Like, he comes downstairs. He's kind of like looking around, and she misses him. Like, it's one of those things where like he walks past the door, and then she turns around, and he's not there. He also goes and starts playing. They have a piano in their house, and this is what he used to do. So he starts playing piano with one hand, and she's kind of catching it through her headphones. And she's about to go investigate when the doorbell rings, and she goes to answer it. She steps outside. It's like a door-to-door salesperson. They're there for like carpet shampooing or something.
When's the last time that you ever opened the door for like, if my doorbell rang right now, somebody better be dying outside. Like, that's just not something
I turn all the lights off. I peek out the blinds. Yeah. Like, nobody's home. You can look at me right through my window, and I know that I'm in there. And if I don't know you, I'm not going to answer the door. Like, I don't care how much you know I'm home.
You call ahead.
It's also like people that will call you instead of texting you freaks me out anymore. Yeah. Like, my phone rings, I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
Somebody in trouble?
I'll just ignore the call and then text back like, what's up? Like, do you need to talk to me? But meanwhile, while the mom's outside, the creature walks over, and she's like got like a, looks like peaches and cream or something. She's having like a little snack.
Yeah.
He throws up a worm like right into her food and then just shuffles upstairs. So she comes back in, eats the worm, and then pulls it out of her mouth and freaks out. While at the school, Michael Trent shows up again at the locker where Lisa's getting ready for class. And there's more like of a flirtatious vibe, and she's got this new look, and you're thinking, okay, there's like something going on here maybe. Meanwhile, Taffy shows up and kind of interrupts and shoos him off, just, you know, being like the sister, like, maybe don't talk to my sister kind of thing.
Yeah, she wants her to hook up with like a basketball player, like somebody she deems to be more popular.
Yeah, she looks down on Michael Trent because he's not
and Lisa's like her pet. He's not her pet, but like she really wants her to be her sister.
Yeah,
and wants her to be cool.
Yeah, she has like her. I do think she has her best. Well, I shouldn't say that, but at the time, you think she has her best interests in mind. But you know, she comes home from school, and the mom is upstairs immediately in this nurse's costume, looking like a Nurse Ratched. She thinks that Lisa somehow snuck a worm into her peaches and cream, even though she was at school and not home. And she is talking, this is it. Like, she's getting sent to the asylum. They're done. She's crazy. Like, she's got to go. The creature is in the closet. He slowly comes out and just bludgeons her with a sewing machine. And Lisa's cool with it. Like, real cool with it.
Doesn't even, like, shed a tear.
Yeah.
You could see she kind of murder splooshes a little bit.
Yeah. Her biggest thing, like, so he murders her. Then he cuts off her ear. And Lisa's just like, I mean, I'm cool with the murder, but we got to do something with the body now. We got to figure out what to do with the body. So they take it to the cemetery, like where he's from. They might throw it in his grave, or her in his grave. I'm
Yeah,
not
pretty
even
much.
sure.
His grave becomes like the murder hole.
The burial spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never put dirt on it. They just keep throwing bodies
in it. They take him back, and she sews the ear on, but he can't hear anything. And he takes like a Sharpie marker and draws a lightning bolt on her hand to kind of say like electricity is what we need to get things rolling here. How he knows this, I don't know. It's amazing.
It brought him back to life
that's true. I guess maybe he knows because of that. So where do they stick him? In the defective tanning bed.
Yes.
Like, so every time they want to fix this guy or put a new part on him, they just electrocute him with the tanning bed.
And he comes out a little cleaner, a little fresher.
Well, that's the thing. He always looked like more of a human. Like every part they added, he looked a little bit more like Cole Sprouse. Next day, Janet, the stepmom, was supposed to be going to like a nursing conference somewhere, and she was going to be gone for a while. So no one's too suspicious that she's not there. The next morning at breakfast, we get a scene with Taffy and Dad and Lisa, and Taffy has like a weird mark on her neck. Hickey.
Yeah, and Lisa's just downing a bottle of cooking sherry.
Oh, that was great.
That was such a great line. He's like, "Is that sherry?" And she's like, "Nope, it's Lisa."
Yeah. So she's going like real hard, leaning real hard into this new like persona. But Lisa's questioning Taffy about the mark on her neck, and she tells her it was just like a crimping iron burn, and Lisa's not really buying it. But it is what it is. Like, I don't even know why she's concerned about her sister having a hickey, because it seems like, as much as we like Taffy, it seems like Taffy might get around a little bit. Like, there's a lot of innuendos made.
Oh, yeah, she implies at one point, like, Lisa has bruises on her knees from being in the graveyard.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I fell." And she's like, "Yeah, I fall a lot too."
Yeah, she was like, yeah, me too. Yeah, so it's implied that Taffy gets around a good bit. So I'm not sure why Lisa's so concerned about the hickey on her neck, because I feel like this is probably a normal occurrence, but... we cut to school, and Lisa has decided what we think. I liked how this was done. This is really well done. She writes like a love note. Basically, like, "Will you meet me at the park? I've been thinking about you nonstop. Circle yes or no." And she sticks it in a locker. And we're like, she's making the move on Michael Trent now. She's feeling herself. She's a little more fashionable.
Yep.
She's all fucking sauced up on cooking sherry. She's ready to make the move. We've all been there. Got a little bit of liquid courage in you. And she comes back after class, and she finds that the note is there, and yes is circled. So she goes to the park. She's sitting on a bench, and someone shows up. She's like, "I'm so glad you came." We pan to who it is. Fucking pervy Doug.
Yep.
And I was like, yes. I see
it's coming.
I see where this is going. So she leads him into the cemetery, and as she's like talking to him, the creature kind of emerges from under some bushes or something and grabs his feet.
Yeah, he's just hanging out in the woods.
Yeah, they take him down, and they cut off his hand, because obviously we're going to put it on the creature. I didn't understand this, because it seemed like they were just going to let him go, like, after this, because he gets up, and she's like trying to talk him into like, "Hey, we just wanted your hand, it's fine." He runs away, and the creature like throws the axe at him, and now Doug's dead, which Doug deserved to die.
This. Like, okay, so let's talk about Cole Sprouse a little bit. His physical comedy in this, like his movements, for a guy that doesn't speak for 99% of the movies, like he has to communicate strictly with movement. It's fucking great.
Apparently,
like, you catch, like, he threw the axe, it hit him, and he gave like that bowling, like, pump of his arm.
Yeah, I guess he did, like, from what I was reading, he like trained extensively for like months with like a mime coach.
It proves.
Yeah.
It shows.
Yeah, he does a really good job in this. So they put the hand on him, and they put him in the tanning bed. He comes out looking even better. And now he can play the piano. So they have like this really cool, first he plays like this really nice like classical song. And she asks like, "Was that Beethoven?" He's like, "No, it was me." Like, he points at himself.
Yeah.
It was him. I guess we should mention, he doesn't have a tongue, which is why he doesn't talk the entire time. Like
exactly.
Yeah. So he plays the piano, and then there's like a music book on the piano, and she's like, "Oh, that's my dad's. He hasn't played since my mom died. Do you want to give it a try?" And he's kind of like motions to her to help out. And they play REO Speedwagon's "I Can't Help This Feeling Anymore."
Now, I've met the REO Speedwagon guys.
What?
No, I'm just fucking with. Welcome to CJ's Name Drop Corner.
It'd be a whole lot cooler if you did.
Yeah, it would be, actually.
But they do this, like, she sings and he plays. It's like a cool scene. And then for whatever reason, he's like sad when it's all over, and he starts crying again, and we get the gag and the grossness. And it's another great line. She's like, "There's nothing to be sad about. Like, you are a conduit for the talent of REO Speedwagon." Next day, Taffy and Dad. Taffy gets something happens at cheerleading practice. Like she nails like a move or something that she's been having a hard time with. So she's like, I have to call Mom. So she goes to find the number for the hotel and she's going to try to call Janet. They can't find her. Taffy comes up and she's freaking out. She's like, I have a really bad feeling about this. And like, I don't know where she's at. And they're all kind of like, it's probably fine. It's some weird scenario where she's fine. Like, just not at the hotel, or like, you know, we got the wrong number or something. Like they're not.
She's trying to like throw her off the trail.
Yeah, and even the dad is like, oh, she's probably. You can tell he's kind of worried, but he's also kind of like, she's probably having like one of her favorite drinks in a bar somewhere. It's not a big deal.
And you know what song she's playing on the jukebox?
Kokomo.
Kokomo.
That's what it was, Kokomo. So while they're like downstairs, like talking about the mom, Lisa and the monster are upstairs, and he's kind of going through her closet, like pointing out different things. And there's a point where he pulls out like a back massager, but it's clearly not a back massage. I mean, it is a back, but it's one of those like long wands with the big bulb on the top. We all know what you're using that.
Yeah.
It's not, it is a massager, but it's not what you're doing, you know? Like if that thing was around when that lady from The Shape of Water was around, she would have electrocuted herself in that fucking tub.
like a couch is just a couch. In J.D. Vance's house, it's not a couch. You know what you're using that thing for.
Here's our political corner. Fucking couch fucker. So, Lisa the monster, like she asks if he can feel anything in his body, and he kind of nods, and she's like, "Oh, it must be like I've got you sleeping in this closet. Like I feel bad about that." So she lets him start laying in the bed, and we get a scene where he's like using the massager on her back, and then she's laying on her back at this point. She's like, "That's not all they use it for. Like it's not the only part of your body you use it for." And she lets the monster use a vibrator on her. Essentially.
Can't fight that feeling anymore.
Can't fight that feeling anymore. Those hands are a conduit for the talent of REO Speedwagon.
They left a trail of bodies.
She also has a conversation with the monster about like whether he'd ever had sex, and he just says one time, just once, and she starts talking about how she doesn't want to die a virgin. And I think like she's starting to like, I think she brings this up that like they've murdered 2 people at this point.
They're in this together.
Like, but also like this isn't going to end well. Like, and we're going to get caught probably sooner than later. So I need to like find a person that I care about and have sex with them because I'm going to die soon or something, or I'm going to get locked up.
Yeah.
So she wants to finally make the move on Michael Trent and be with him. She goes to school with Taffy, and the cops are at the school now. And we find out that they're on to the fact that Doug is missing. Like, Doug's gone. Nobody's seen him. They think he might have been murdered. Taffy has, like, a little bit of a freak out because of her mom and says that she can't be at school. She's going to go back home. They call Lisa into the principal's office, and, like, the heat is on her now because Tamara saw her slip the note to Doug. And so she's in the office, too. Fucking and we also find out that there were some witnesses that saw a girl who looked like Lisa at the park where she was supposed to meet Doug at. So, like, they're kind of onto her, but they also don't, like, really do anything about it. Like, they don't arrest her or anything. They kind of let her go. But you can tell, like,
she knows that this isn't going to end well. Like, this is going where it's going.
Yeah, things are getting serious. The monster is at home, and a phone call comes across the voicemail, and it's the dad. And he tells her that, I guess they moved Mom's car when they killed her, which was, you know, smart on their part.
Smooth.
Yeah.
That's how they got the Menendez brothers.
Have you been watching that?
No.
No, I haven't either. I watched like the first episode and a half. It's actually pretty good.
I actually have no idea how they got the Menendez brothers.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think that's a story for a different time. But the monster hears this call from the dad saying like, "Hey, you must be home, Janet, because somebody told me they saw your car parked somewhere else, like over here." So the monster is like, "Oh, shit, I got to go move this car." He just walks out of the house and walks to wherever the car is. Ends up beating a man, maybe to death, with like the club. Remember the club,
yes.
like they used to secure your
it's
vehicle.
Like a hot pink and baby blue club.
Yeah, but he's like walking, and this old man's giving him a hard time because he's like getting into this car and like doesn't know who he is, and he looks like a fucking weirdo because and somehow he got like he's wearing his old timey clothes again.
Yeah, and he's got mutton chops.
Yeah, and he's got like his ascot, and he's wearing like his old timey outfit. But yeah, beats the guy with a club. But it's great, though, because this old man is being a total shit to his grandson, like yelling at him and like basically calling him a pussy because he's not a mow the grass.
Yeah.
And after the monster beats him with the club and drives off, the little kid just throws him like a thumbs up. Like he's all happy. He beat the shit out of his grandpa. After Lisa gets out of the principal's office and they've been there's a scene of her in class where she's ready to talk to Michael and make this move. They're doing roll call for class and he's not there. So she decides that she's going to leave school because whenever he skips school, he either is at his house or this other place, this hangout. And she knows he's not there. So she's going to walk to his house and go see him. This is her moment. Like he's home alone probably. Time to go do the thing.
She's going to go grab him up.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Mermaids. Everything's gone tragic. I got to go find this guy.
Yeah, right. It's time to fuck. She's walking like down the street, and the monster rolls up in the car, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And she looks in the back seat. And there's like a bloody club. She's like, What did you do?"
It's not that kind of club.
Yeah. She does. It's not that kind of club. She has the monster drive her to Michael's, and the monster is clearly like has feelings for Lisa. He has the entire time.
Yeah,
that's why he came back to life essentially, and he knows her plan is to go be with Michael. And he begrudgingly like drives her there in the car. She rolls up, goes upstairs, hears voices, opens the door. It's Taffy and Michael.
Now, do you think when Taffy stopped her at the locker, she had already been sleeping with Michael, or this is where it started?
So they have like a little scene like where it all comes together for Lisa, where like she has like looks back at like the party from before, and when Taffy was talking to him, he like had his arm on her hand.
So it had already been happening.
I think so. I think at least maybe after, I think the party might be where they started talking, and I think from there it progressed. And obviously, like the hickey on her neck was from Michael. That's why she wouldn't say it. So it was going on for a little bit, like during this. They start fighting, and the monster just busts in the bedroom with an axe.
I like how he doesn't break eye contact. He just reaches down, turns the music up louder.
Yeah, and it's on the wings of love. Yeah. So this whole scene is set to this. He raises the axe and just cuts Michael's dick off.
So, do you think we're ever going to see like a literal dismemberment on this podcast again?
I wouldn't assume so. But it's funny because like last week you were like, definitely not a romance because a guy like ripped his fingers off. Well, this week we're losing dicks.
He did this for love, though.
Yeah, but she did stuff for the fish man for love.
I don't know. I felt
we're
better
playing real
about
fast and loose
with
the rules this month. So apparently this movie was shot for an R rating.
Oh, it's not?
It's PG-13.
No shit.
This scene was apparently a lot more graphic, so I don't know if you actually saw like a penis, because in this scene, like you see like a silhouette, like a dick-shaped silhouette, like fly across the room.
Yes.
But it was way more gory, like more blood. They digitally removed it, and also like in the scenes following this, because Taffy's covered in blood, they had to go in and actually like remove the blood from her, which is like part of it. Also, the party scene where she drinks the PCP, she actually smoked a laced joint.
Oh.
But apparently it's okay to drink the drugs, but not smoke the drugs. Like that'll get you between an R and a PG-13. The rating system is very weird how they decide what they're doing. But yeah, there were a few changes to this to get it to be a PG-13.
This would have been better as an R movie, I think.
I know so too.
I wanted to see that severed dick.
Last week we wanted to see fish dicks. This week we wanted to see dicks flying through the air. I don't know anymore about this podcast. You've got male genitalia as well.
Yeah.
We're fish genitalia. The monster goes to kill Taffy as well. Like he's going to axe murder her too. And Lisa stops him because Taffy has been like good to her like the entire time. She's like the one. And the next scene, she gets Taffy out of the house and she's following the monster because she's like, I got to stop him. He's just murdering people and he's just cutting dicks off. Like, this isn't cool. We can't be doing this. Gets to the cemetery and has like this nice moment. Well, it's nice on her end. Taffy is in complete and utter shock.
This actually was one of the better scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, not for any particular reason, but I love they're playing Wave of Mutilation by the Pixies.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to, like, comfort Taffy, but you could see, like, Taffy is fucking shell-shocked.
And not even comfort her. She said nothing about what's just happened. She is just kind of like, at this point, Lisa realizes, like, she's fucked. Like, her own stepsister just saw them, like, dismember a guy. So she's, like, making amends, I guess. Like, making peace. So she's like, you were, like, the only, like, friend I really had. Like, you were always so nice to me. And this is all, like, not even registering with Taffy because she is completely in utter shock.
If I hadn't just watched a penis get cut off, I might have shed a tear at this scene.
Yeah, this was just Lisa like trying to like tell her thank you for being a friend. If I could quote the Golden Girls for a moment.
Stay golden.
But that's what this scene was. And then she gets out of the car, she grabs the axe. Like she found the monster's car, essentially the mom's car. And it has the axe on the hood still. So she grabs the axe and she goes into the cemetery. And she is about to kill the monster. Like he has his back to her and she raises the axe. He turns around and just kind of like steps towards her with a look. And she's just like, you love me. I can't murder you. You love me.
Take me, you cold fool.
Yeah. And this is where we find out the monster has no penis. Like she's
by him grabbing her hand yet again.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of the movie, grabs her hand and shoves it on his genitalia.
This time, however, consensual.
Yes. And she takes a look.
Yeah. And she's like, whoa, you've got nothing down there. And he's like, aha. And he pulls like the wrapped penis out of his pocket. He's like, I've got this though. So there's a really funny scene where it's just him like standing like Superman pose basically, with her like down with her head by his crotch, just like sewing away. And he's just like looking off into the distance like, this is good. Like I'm getting the penis. Throw him in the tanning bed. Oh, there's actually, I'm reading through my notes. There was like the weirdest like quick cop murder.
Oh, yeah. A cop pulls up and is like, hey, this is an active crime scene. He just
grabs her and yeets her into the fucking grave. Like, I'm not even sure she's dead, because it couldn't have been that far of a fall. But he just chucks this woman.
There's a lot of bodies down there to break the fall, too.
He just chucks this police officer into this hole, and then they're, all right, time to go do the thing. So she sews his dick on to REO Speedwagon again. It's a cover of the song this time by someone else. And then it's sex time. And there is no sex scene. There's like an animated scene that involves your creepy moon, where they're both just like riding a rocket ship until it crashes into the moon and they walk across it.
I'm sure it didn't symbolize anything.
No. And at this point, after the sex is done, Lisa has decided, which I didn't like this part. Her only recourse now is to just off herself, because like they're gonna come. They've gone too far.
Yeah,
but like doesn't really think of the monster at all. Because, like, Taffy saw him cut the dick off. Like, they're going to be looking for that guy, too. He's going to be in a world of trouble.
And he's pretty noticeable.
Well, he's getting better. He's actually, at this point, he's pretty much human.
Yeah, but he's still, like, a large, pale guy with an ass caught in mutton chops.
Well, he can always shave and change.
Pick him out of the crowd.
Yeah. You can always shave and change your clothes. But she puts herself in the tanning bed and makes him turn it up to 11. And turns that thing on. And it catches fire and the whole she shed burns down. At this point, Dale, the dad, gets home and sees the house on fire.
Doesn't really respond. He's just like, my paper was in there.
That's actually my very next note. Dad seems totally unfazed that everybody around him dies. Because the next scene is Taffy and Dad like visiting the gravesite of Lisa. And Dad is just, well, you want to go to Fuddruckers?
Yeah, he at one point, he's kind of just waving flowers around and he says like, all right, well, good to see you, Lisa.
Yeah.
Fuddruckers?
Yeah.
You know?
And but Taffy notices that...
I do like that they're still together, though. Like, she's just like, Daddy?
Well, where else is she going to go?
Yeah.
But at the gravesite there's some flowers and the grave's been attended to, and they're kind of like, well, who was doing this? They don't really know. And Taffy notices at the bottom of the tombstone, like somebody's written on their beloved wife. And there's 2 peach rings, because before they had sex, they put peach rings on each other's fingers, like the candy. Then we cut to a scene in a park where the monster can now talk, which makes me think he has murdered someone else at this point.
He got that tongue.
He's got a tongue. And he is actually reading he's reading a poem. You see him from the back of the bench, and they kind of pan around. And the poem he's reading, I'm sorry if I get the name wrong, because I read this earlier, but didn't write it down. I believe it's Percy Shelley. Who was the husband of Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
And she collected a lot of his poems and put them into a book. So he's reading a poem by him. And we come around and we see that Lisa is there, like all bandaged up with just her face out. And, now he's a normal looking dude who can talk.
Yep.
And she's the monster. So
and
we're just
she opens her eyes, no eyeballs.
I didn't even
catch that.
No, I didn't even catch that.
It was a little creepy. You, like, kind of referencing like he's going to put her back together now.
Yeah. Well, she looked pretty good because I assumed she'd been burned completely. So I don't know how her face looked as good as it did, but
somebody got their face ripped off.
When you burn that much, I guess your eyeballs are bound to melt and pop out of your head. So, and on that note,
Fuddruckers?
Fuddruckers. Would you like to give this movie any roses, CJ? Flowers, grand gestures? Would you?
Yeah, normally I
Like
hate...
to give it a new body part?
I hate 80s movies. Like, I hate the 80s thing. As much as
No, wait,
I love
let me-
90s themed things...
Let me ask you a question. Do you hate movies from the 80s? Or you hate current movies that are set in the 80s?
I just
or
hate,
both?
like, things that glamorize the 80s. Not
Okay.
for any particular reason. That's just that aesthetic is stupid.
Okay.
It was a dumb time.
It was, yeah, I mean, I like the 80s, I like the 90s.
Yeah, like, I like the 90s aesthetic a lot more.
I like
think
anything
was
that's
just
not the
more aware.
2000s, for Christ's sake. Like, ever since, like, 2000 hit, like, things have just been down fucking hill. Like,
Yeah, everything kind of blends together, but I think that's because we're kind of just old.
yeah, I don't know.
But this one, I dug it. The whole aesthetic, everything looked good. The lighting in this was just out of this world good.
Yeah.
The shots of certain things, like there's a scene right after that scene where she's apologizing to Taffy in the car, and Taffy just gets out and walks away.
Yeah.
And like it is shot like a horror movie, like her just wandering through a field, almost like
It's Texas Chainsaw when she
Chainsaw
survives.
Massacre.
Yeah, and like,
yeah, and then a guy rolls by the same way, but he just keeps driving.
yeah, he doesn't stop for her.
It's like a young girl in her underwear covered in blood.
Yeah,
and
he just stares at her.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Which, like,
Not today.
you know, if I saw the same thing, I'd probably be like, is anybody else going to help her?
Yeah, yeah.
like,
yeah.
I got
Anybody behind
shit
me?
to do.
Somebody will be along.
But yeah, I dug this. Like, it was cool that way.
All right. I don't have a lot. I just liked some of the references. Like, I really enjoyed how they referenced some of the, I guess I want to say, source material. This movie had a very John Waters feel to it. I don't know if you would agree with me.
We often talk about John Waters movies, but this one definitely
The
had the feel.
the two cops in the principal's office that interrogate her about Doug, Officer John and Officer Waters,
There you go.
which I thought was pretty cool. She also makes reference to having an Aunt Shelley, Mary Shelley,
There you
Frankenstein. Also, a couple good Robin Williams. I don't know if you noticed, but at one point there is a Robin Williams album on the floor of the bedroom when they're talking.
Did not notice.
Also, at the very end, there's a guy in the park wearing rainbow suspenders, much like
I did
Mork
notice that.
from Mork and Mindy.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't put that to Mork. But yeah.
And then the self-help tape that Janet is listening to when he throws up the worm, that's actually Zelda Williams' voice. It's like a little director cameo. Oh, that was cool. So I just liked all that little stuff, like the little things that they put in there.
I mean, who doesn't fucking love Robin Williams?
Yeah, I mean, my big, and like the other thing, where the fuck was that axe murderer? Like that, I don't get that at all. I thought that had, so much more
Yes.
to play into this. Which leads me right into my chick flick to a dick flick.
There we go. This is. I knew it was coming.
So, I don't know if this would make it a dick flick. I just want to make this movie better. Either the dad killed the mom to get with Janet, or Janet killed the mom to steal the dad, and there would be like a whole bigger subplot where they're actually kind of the villains. Like, there were villains in this, yes, but at the same time, like, Lisa didn't win. Like, nothing got, like, not that she should have,
Nobody really won.
but there should have been like a happier ending to this, and I feel like the happier ending would have been finding out that maybe like the mom was the serial killer, and that she was like off her mom, and like in the end she was like the final villain that they ended up killing for whatever reason. Like, I would have liked it to take a more of a horror lean at the end, where like she finds out that the mom was behind it the entire time, and then the mom's trying to kill Lisa, and like Taffy's in danger. Like, Taffy got done dirty. Like, mom
Yes.
shouldn't have gotten, like, her mom got murdered. Like, she watched a guy that she was sleeping with lose his dick, and I'm sure he's dead. Like, and if he's
he didn't
not,
make it through there.
if he's not, quality of life's not great.
No.
And also, I would have went back to an R rating on this. Like, more gore, gorier deaths. Like, really lean into the horror a little more. You could still have that romantic subplot, but I would just go way more horror in this one.
For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of the same way I was going. Is let's lean into that R rating. Let's expand this universe a little bit. I want to see what happens as these two go on afterwards. That's
Yeah.
like my chick flick to a dick flick, is them becoming just straight up axe murderers, trying to cut people up and get like the best parts possible for themselves.
like a natural born killer's
Yeah, so she's like watching
cross-country
TV
murder
and
spree.
like a beautiful woman's on TV, and she's like, "Wow, she's got really nice arms."
Yeah.
And it's now they're like going across country to
Trying to build the better you.
to chop up Margot Robbie or something. Like,
So you're a big Mario Robbie arm guy, huh?
Do you ever see those elbows?
I really
No,
haven't
I have
noticed
no
them.
idea. That's what I mean. Like, I want to see that murder spree that comes up, which somehow ties back into killing the original axe murderer.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. I dig it. Shall we Nick Cage it?
I know I normally give him a little side character in this, but make him the creature. And let's make her Helena Bonham Carter.
Okay.
So they're both playing 17-year-olds, you know?
Yes.
Yes. Like, I mean, because this whole movie, I was like, this is her origin story. This is how we got her today.
Yeah.
So that's where I want him to play in on this.
Okay.
Mutton chops, though. He's got to have the mutton.
He'd have been a good
chops.
dad, too. I think he'd have been the fun dad.
I think so. Or the one of the old couples across the street.
Or Michael Trent. He could have been like the head of the Lit magazine, like playing a high school student who loses his penis.
I love it.
He could have been anybody but Doug. I wouldn't have bought him as Doug, but he would have been really good in any other role, honestly.
Does this feel good?
I am going to connect him to our main actors, our titular character.
Ooh.
Catherine Newton, who played Lisa Frankenstein. Now, since it is spooky season, I'm going to give you a great horror movie recommendation. She is in a movie called Abigail, which I watched recently. It's about it's a ragtag group of criminals who are assembled to kidnap a little girl. They don't know the reason. Once they kidnap this girl, they find out that she's a vampire, and they are locked in a house with her. And it is fucking really good. Like, I can't recommend this movie enough.
I've seen it pop up a few times. I kind of need to see that.
I can't recommend it enough. It's fantastic. One of the guys in the crew is Kevin Durand, who great character actor. He's in a ton of stuff. He played Little John in the Russell Crowe Robin Hood.
Okay.
So in Robin Hood, William Hurt, the late William Hurt, played William Marshall. William Hurt, and I think I just used this movie last week, but I don't care, is one of the main characters in the movie Michael with John Travolta.
Oh.
John Travolta, Face Off.
John Travolta really brings us
Bingo,
home a lot.
boingo. Yeah.
That guy, he knows how to land a plane.
Yeah, absolutely. Not quite like Nicolas Cage does, though.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of downtown Las Vegas.
No, that was my John Travolta joke because he literally owns a Boeing 747.
Oh, I had no idea. All right.
Yeah, one of our stars loves to collect dinosaur skulls. The other guy, Boeing's.
It must be crazy to have that much money. Let's rate it.
I'm going 4, man.
4?
Yeah, almost 4.25.
Okay.
Let's go with it. This movie it's pretty rock solid. Like, it feeds into everything that I love. Like, comedy, a little bit of gore on the side, being unexpected or pleasantly surprised by a movie. Like, I did not expect this to be a good movie at all.
Can I ask you a question? Because last week you rated Shape of Water a little lower because you didn't consider it a chick flick. Do you consider this more of a chick flick than Shape of Water? Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Way more. Like, this one made me think that they were trying to show me life through this girl's eyes a little bit more than Shape of Water.
Okay.
Shape of Water, they didn't really give her... She had personality, but not like this.
This movie reminded me of To All the Boys I Loved Before in a way.
Absolutely.
Like, it's got that same kind of, like, through that lens of, like, a high school girl, like, but way darker and, like, you know, a little more gore and at least one more penis chopping than what we saw in P.S. I Love You.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna go... I'm torn on this. I like this movie. I can't rate it as high as you did. I think I'm going to go 3.5. There wasn't as much payoff. Like, that whole axe murderer thing, I thought there could have been... This movie
really bothers you.
This movie could have been spectacular. Like, if they would have, like, given us something with that, and there'd just been more of a story tied to that. Yeah, I don't know. And, like, I didn't like their ending. Like, I didn't like that she offed herself. I didn't care for that.
She knew she was coming back.
Did she? I don't know. And, like, there were just some unexplained things, some little, like, loose ends that I would have liked to have seen tied up. The performance was really good. The two leads, especially. Like, I like Catherine Newton a lot. Like I said, I loved Abigail. She was great in that. What I've seen her in so far, she's been really good. Cole Sprouse was awesome. Like, for not having any lines until the end of the movie, he does a great job just emoting and just... That's actually... 2 movies in a row where, like, our lead actor, like, lead male love interest, doesn't really say anything and just does all of the acting with his body. And this guy's no Doug Jones, but he was pretty good. Like, he's not quite at that level, but that's because he's handsome and he doesn't have to do that.
He didn't just show up and do this. Like, he put some effort in.
Yeah. Solid movie. Looked really good. Like I said, if anything, like I think it was more the writing and anything. Like the script is what bothered me. Like
the loose ends, the weirdness. Okay.
Yeah, like
can see that.
Like you said, for Zelda Williams, like directorial debut, a hell of a job.
Fucking
Not
A.
bad at all. Hopefully she does more and we'll get to see it. But yeah, 3.5. It looked really cool. It was fun. It felt a little flat for me. That's all. All right, well, this is normally the part of the show where we roll a movie, but we're not doing that this month. I picked Lisa Frankenstein, so CJ, the ball's in your court.
Let's go with Warm Bodies, man.
Warm Bodies. I've seen it.
I have too. In theaters, don't remember much about it.
You saw this in theaters?
I did.
I saw it streaming. Don't remember a lot about it. I feel like that could be bad.
This was a date night movie.
Yeah.
I should reference. I didn't just show. I wasn't just like, I want to see Romeo and Juliet portrayed by zombies.
Yeah, that is what this is. It was Nicholas Hoult, the guy that played Beast.
Don't remember a damn thing about it, to be honest.
I think he's the lead actor in this, and I love zombies, and it's a zombie movie. So
that's why I'm going with it.
Okay, well, that's it then. Next week on Boove Got Mails. Nothing still? Just shaking your head?
Just me and everybody else.
What if I'm like, Boove Got Mails?
They like that a little bit better.
They like it a little bit? Yeah. All right. Well, then next week on Boove Got Mails, we'll be doing Warm Bodies, talking about another case of maybe a girl having sex with an undead person.
So, like, I mean, now we're breaking the necrophilia rule that
Jesus.
I set to. I mean,
fuck. What's next?
Yeah.
Well, until you see what boundaries we push next time, please go to wherever you get your podcasts at, be it Spotify, Apple Music. Give us a 5-star rating and review. It helps us immensely get in front of more people. We're having a couple good weeks here. Downloads are going up. I don't know what's happening, but I like it, and I want some more of it.
I'm enjoying it.
I need that gratification. Please, give it to us. Come to our Facebook page. Get that sweet meme. He's making them every week, people. He's not doing it for nothing.
It's true.
We want the likes and the hearts and all those things. So check us out.
One time a week I sign into Facebook.
Check us out on the Facebook where You've Got Mails are pretty easy to find. And send us an email at you've.gotmails@yahoo. Last week I asked you if you'd have sex with a sexy fish person. Would you have sex with an undead, handsome Cole Sprouse? I don't know. I'm looking for something. Let me know. I want to know. So, but yeah, until next time when we discuss Warm Bodies, stay romantic and don't be shitty to each other.
Yeah. A couple more downloads so we can get that Fuddruckers sponsorship.
I don't think they're in business anymore.